In the heart of the whispering woods, the friends' laughter echoed through the ancient trees as they set up their campsite. The air thickened with an otherworldly energy, and the atmosphere grew tense. The whispers began, haunting and desperate, weaving a tapestry of sorrow that seemed to echo from the shadows. Centuries ago, when the whispering woods were lush and untouched, the village surrounding it thrived. The forest was revered by the villagers, believed to be the dwelling place of benevolent spirits that watched over their community. The trees were said to whisper words of guidance and protection to those who listened. However, the tranquility of the woods was shattered when a malevolent force took root within its ancient heart. A dark sorcerer, banished from the village for his wicked deeds, sought revenge by cursing the very source of life that sustained the community. In a twisted ritual, he bound the spirits of the forest to an altar hidden deep within the woods, sealing their fate and corrupting the once sacred ground. As the curse took hold, the whispering woods transformed into a nightmarish realm where reality and illusion coexisted. The spirits, once protectors, became trapped in a perpetual state of anguish, their desperate pleas for salvation weaving into the eerie whispers that echoed through the trees. The curse had a profound impact on the villagers. The once thriving community fell into disarray as misfortune plagued their lives. Crops withered, livestock perished, and darkness loomed over the village like an unrelenting shadow. Fearful of the malevolent force within the woods, the villagers declared the forest forbidden, warning future generations to steer clear of its cursed embrace. Over the years, the true nature of the whispering woods faded into legend. The curse persisted, but its origins became obscured by time. The village elders, aware of the malevolent force lurking within, did their best to keep the secret hidden, fearing that any attempt to confront the curse would only further the suffering. As generations passed, the Whispering Woods became a forbidden enigma, a place of mystery and dread. The village thrived in the shadow of the cursed forest, unaware that their very existence was tethered to the malevolence that lurked within the depths. It wasn't until the group of friends, drawn by the allure of the unknown, ventured into the forbidden woods that the echoes of the past began to resurface. The sorcerer's curse, long dormant, stirred to life as the intruders disturbed the ancient seal. The forest once again became a battleground between the malevolent force and those who dared to enter, trapping them in an illusionary nightmare crafted from the darkest corners of their mind. Undeterred, the group pressed on, lured by the flickering shadows that danced ahead. The forest itself seemed to guide them, its branches intertwining overhead, like gnarled fingers reaching out to ensnare the unsuspecting intruders. As the late night deepened, the illusions intensified, and the friends found themselves lost in a maze of spectral visions. They stumbled upon the ancient altar, its stones warmed by the passage of time. The whispers became more pronounced, revealing a tale of betrayal and tragedy that had cursed the forest for centuries. To break the curse, they had to navigate the heart of the illusionary labyrinth woven by the malevolent entity that controlled the Whispering Woods. As the group ventured deeper, the illusions became nightmares, exploiting each friend's darkest fears. The forest conjured phantoms from the past and projected twisted versions of the reality. One friend saw a loved one beckoning from the shadows, only to dissolve into a grotesque spectre. Another confronted a manifestation of guilt that clawed at their sanity. The forest revelled in their terror, its sinister laughter echoing the twisted pathways. The group's bonds frayed as paranoia and fear tore at their unity. Shadows morphed into grotesque figures that whispered promises of escape, only to lead them further into the forest's clutches. In a ghastly revelation, the friends realized that the forest thrived on the fear it cultivated. The illusions became more sadistic, blurring the line between nightmare and reality. As they stumbled through the labyrinth, they witnessed their own deaths in horrifying detail, each demise more gruesome than the last. As the last friend faced the grotesque embodiment of the Whispering Woods, a malevolent entity woven from the shadows and twisted branches, a chilling revelation occurred. The forest, an entity with a hunger for fear, was not bound solely to its wooden realm. In a harrowing twist, the entity began to seep into the very minds of the friends, merging the illusions with reality. The friends, now trapped in a shared nightmare, struggled to distinguish between the forest's illusions and their own perceptions. The Whispering Woods, having tasted the depths of their fear, manifested nightmarish creatures that lurked in the shadows, waiting to pounce on their fractured souls. The forest's sinister laughter echoed through their minds, becoming a haunting symphony of madness. As the illusions intensified, the boundaries between the spectral visions and the real world blurred. The friends turned on each other, their sanity unraveling as the Whispering Woods fed off their escalating paranoia. In a climactic scene, the grotesque entity revealed its true intention: to merge the friends' fear into a collective nightmare, ensuring its sustained existence beyond the forest's confines. They could not distinguish the illusions from reality, and the friends found themselves trapped in a nightmarish loop of horror, unable to escape. The only way to break free from the forest's malevolent grip was to confront the darkness within themselves. Each friend had to face their own personal demons, battling the twisted reflections of their fears that the forest had conjured. As they fought against their inner terrors, the forest convulsed, its grip loosening with every conquered fear. The grotesque entity howled in anguish as the friends, now united against a common enemy, shattered the illusions that bound them. In a final act of defiance, they expelled the Whispering Woods from the collective consciousness. Yet the horror persisted. The forest's malevolent presence lingered in their minds, a haunting reminder that the line between reality and nightmare is thin, and the echoes of the Whispering Woods would forever reverberate within their souls. The remaining friend, tormented by hallucinations and haunted by the echoes of their worst nightmares, faced the grotesque embodiment of the Whispering Woods. The entity, a twisted amalgamation of twisted branches and malevolent shadows, taunting them with visions of their deepest fears. In a desperate bid for survival, the friend confronted the entity head-on, challenging the illusion that bound the forest's curse. The illusions shattered like glass, and the forest recoiled, releasing the friend from its grip. Yet the victory was bittersweet, as the Whispering Woods fell silent, leaving the friends to emerge from the trees, physically intact, but forever scarred by the horrors they had witnessed. As they returned to the village, the whispers lingered in their minds, and the shadows of the forest clung to their souls. The illusions may have been dispelled, but the psychological torment endured, haunting their every step. The Whispering Woods, now free of its illusionary curse, watched in silence, patiently waiting for the next unsuspecting intruders to dance beneath its ancient canopy.